Здравствуйте, товарищи, and welcome to a special video log where I'm going to recount what it was like to do the month of mods, whether or not I'd do it again, what I changed, what I liked, what I didn't like, and I've got some special sort of announcements about the future of my website and channel. So I feel like this is a pretty important video to do. So anyway, let me just start off by saying I think the month of mods, now that it's all done, went probably about as well as I could have hoped that it went. But I also say it was like a ton of work. You know, I spent 2 months pretty much focused on this. I spent the month of August really doing the research and finding all the mods and what I wanted and what I didn't want, and trying them out and seeing which ones I could put on the list and which ones I couldn't. And then September I actually spent, of course, playing the mods to the point where I could feel like I could speak about them with a certain amount of authority, and then capturing that footage and then writing a script about what I was going to say about the mod, and then recording that audio, and then taking everything together, editing it and processing it and uploading it, and blah 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 blah. So yeah, it was a lot of work, and I'll definitely say it was more work than doing sort of a let's play video, because the time-consuming part of doing let's plays really comes in the rendering of these big long videos and then uploading them to YouTube, which can take hours of your time. But with these smaller, more focused videos, it definitely, the time comes in from doing the editing and so on and so forth. Sorry, I thought I heard someone knock on my door upstairs. Anyway, doesn't matter. Moving on. But yeah, it was just really nice to actually get this project done, because it was just an idea I had randomly. Like, I was just sitting around and I can't remember what exactly it was. It was just kind of like one of those things that strikes you. I'm like, man, it'd be a really good idea if I did a video for a mod every day, for a month or something like that. And then it's really nice when you have these ideas that you think would be be good, but it's a whole different ball game to actually take them and work with them and then see them to fruition and see them to completion, and having that satisfying feeling where you take something and you take a project and you work on it and you spend a lot of time on it, and then you take this idea you've had and you see it completed. It's a good feeling. It's a really good feeling, and I really like that about this month of mods. And I got from everyone out there, I got a ton of great feedback. A lot of people really enjoyed it. A lot of people said they didn't want it to stop. So that was really good. A lot of people, what they told me they liked the they kind of didn't know what they were going to get, I guess. Like, you'd come on the channel every day and you'd have a new video, and you didn't know what it was going to be. It would be, some new mod that you could go and download as soon as you were done watching the video, and they liked that aspect. They like having the surprise. Like, I'd have people message me over Skype or Steam or Facebook or whatever, and tell me that they really enjoyed this, and then they'd say something like, I want to know what the next couple days of mods are, but I don't want to spoil it for myself. I thought that was kind of cool. But the number one criticism I got was that I focused really heavily on Total War and Source mods and the kind of strategy games that I personally really enjoy. And that's a fair criticism, I think. I definitely feel like there are some mods on there that I wanted to do but didn't get around to doing. There were a lot of Battlefield mods that I wanted to do, but I own all the Battlefield series, but right now the CDs for them aren't with me. They're at my parents' house, and I wasn't going to go drive 5 hours to go see my parents just to get these CDs and bring them back here so I could do some mod videos on them. And I wasn't going to pay the money to buy games that I already owned. So a lot of Battlefield mods that I wanted to do didn't make it on the list, and there's some other ones. But there are always more mods out there, and there are always more games out there. And the question here is, because it went so well that people enjoyed it so much, that I'm thinking that, one, there's like I said, there's always fodder for a month of mods 2 or whatever sometime in the future. And definitely, I said I'd expand my horizons for gaming, or I could just take what the month of mods was and turn it into a weekly feature where every week, instead of every day for a month, but every week in the year, I'd talk about a new mod, and I think that'd be definitely something that was plausible. I just have to come up with a new name, obviously. But no, I think that'd definitely be cool, and if there's enough, clamoring for that, that's 100% totally in the pipeline. It could totally be a possibility. So it's definitely something I'm looking into. Anyway, there is one mod that I want to give like a special shout out to because it was a mod I really wanted to do, and it was a World War One source because I thought it's a cool concept, and there's not a lot of World War One games out there, but I could never really find people to play with for this mod. And then the one time I did, I went to the server and a bunch of people there recognized me, and they said, "Hey, look, it's Stalin, and he's doing the month of mods. Please do this mod for us because we want to get attention and we want to get people to play this game." And I liked playing with them and everything, but I couldn't get enough footage because I couldn't get any more times after that where people were playing. So I thought I'd just give them a shout out at least, and maybe somewhere down the line I can revisit World War One source. And I also got a message from some of the creators. I got a message from the guys who created the mod Thrawn's Revenge, which was one of my favorite mods, and that was really cool. That I was really happy to get a shout out from those guys. So yeah, it was fantastic. It was really great, and we'll see how to proceed in the future. I'll weigh my options and then move forward in some way, or I'll just flip a coin or do some kind of arbitrary decision process. Anyway, onwards to a more serious and special announcement that I'd like to make, and I'll start off by I'll start off by prefacing, this is kind of redundant, I'll preface this by saying that most of you, or maybe not most of you, some of you know that I've graduated by this point. I'm just virtually waiting for them to mail me my degree, and then I'll have my, my psychology degree in my hands. So I'm at the point now where I'm coming to sort of a crossroads in my life, and I'm trying to figure out where I want to go. And this is the first time that I felt like I'm spinning my wheels a little bit, not moving forward, and I really don't like that feeling. It makes me very anxious to not feel like I'm progressing forward to some ultimate goal in my life. And I've decided what I really want to do now that school's over, and this is something I guess I've had this idea in mind for a long time, is I want to go abroad somewhere. I want to go somewhere that's not Canada, get out of Canada a little bit. I love this country, and I'm happy to be Canadian. I'm happy I live here, but I really want to get out and get some new experience, because I guess I am getting a little bit bored here and bored with the routine of life here, as well as I feel that there's more and more sort of I guess accumulating pain and failures that I want to get away from here in Canada for a little bit by going somewhere else and starting off and getting a kind of fresh slate. And right now, the main country on my list, and the most likely one that I'm working towards going to, is the Central American country of Honduras, because I've got an uncle who lives there and he teaches English there. I've been there before. I've got friends there, and because I've got an uncle there who does, he's an English professor there, he's telling me that there are plenty of job opportunities for a guy like me. He'd be willing to help me, set up and that kind of stuff. And it's an offer I'm very, very seriously considering. And I'm thinking maybe by the year's out, my plan is to be at least not in this country, and the most likely country that I'm going to be in is Honduras. So, where does that leave everything in terms of the channel? And I want to say immediately, I want to keep doing this. This is something I want to take with me everywhere, no matter where I go. But if I am going to, a developing country like Honduras, I don't know what the internet connection is gonna be like, and I'm not going to be able to bring my gigantic, super powerful computer with me if I go to Honduras. My intention is to buy a good or great, depending on how much money I can accumulate, laptop and be able to use that for my gaming experiences. And of course I can still bring consoles with me and my capture card, that's no problem. But what that means is, because I'll probably have a computer that has less processing power and internet connection, which probably isn't as good, that makes doing Let's Plays very difficult, because processing those giant videos can take a long time, and they can be really hard on a computer. Processing a video that's 5 minutes is much easier and much easier to do. And then uploading a video that's half an hour, 45 minutes long, can take a long time. A lot can go wrong. Internet can cut out, and you'll have to restart. And these are kind of frustrations that I've had to deal with for a long time. And if I'm moving to a country like Honduras that doesn't have fantastic internet connection, that might be an issue. However, uploading a smaller video that's 5 minutes long takes much less time, and there's much less that I have to worry about. So part of the reason why I want to do the Month of Mods is to show myself that I could do these smaller, more focused review type videos rather than the longer sort of Let's Play videos that I've done almost predominantly in the past. And I could, if I set my mind to it, that I could do these types of videos, and I could do them well. And because I've seen these problems coming in the future, and I've been thinking about ways to deal with them. And part of my way to deal with them is to move from more of doing Let's Plays to doing these types of reviews, or at least smaller, more focused videos, because doing that would definitely solve some of these problems. Like, I never want to stop doing Let's Plays entirely. Like, maybe just not doing like 5 or 6 of them at the same time, trying to focus on doing maybe 1 or 2 Let's Plays, and then having, doing more reviews for games as they come out, and doing these types of mod videos, or other types of videos, or talking about older games. I can also do months. I was thinking of maybe doing on some point maybe like a month of indie games, where I go and look at all these different indie games that don't get a lot of publicity and that sort of thing. So there's lots of different types of things that I can do, and part of the reason for doing the Month of Mods was to, like I said, show myself I could do it, but also to prepare people for the fact that in the near future I might be moving away from Let's Plays and focusing in on more of these smaller review type videos. So that's all I wanted to say, and with that, I want to thank you guys for watching. This has been Joseph Stalin, signing off for now. I'll see you guys later.